Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things today. We're going to do a little bit of comp plan conversation with what's happening on September 1st so that you guys are prepared for it. There's some action items that go along with it. I'm going to give you a particular post that helps with engagement, so I would have you do that. And then I'm going to have you guys work on Canva to create some very specific branded graphics for yourself. So let's get started with the comp plan conversation. You guys know on September 1st, we're going to move forward with a brand new part of that enhancement, right? Phase 2 is going to have where if somebody comes to you and says, I think I'm ready to get started, you're going to say this. All right, well, we have two options. You can order retail, which is full price, which I'd hate for you to do. I'd like to get you started as a VIP customer. A VIP customer pays 25% less. They get free products with perks credits. You get to order a welcome pack. There's a money back guarantee. So you're basically wanting to steer them in that VIP direction for a lot of reasons, but it's going to it's not changing the way you do business. It's just changing some of those conversations that you're having. So one of the things I want you guys to work on right now, put in the chat how many preferred customers you personally have. Go ahead and do that really quick, just so I can see how relevant this is. How many preferred customers do you personally have? Okay, 3, 1, 4, 2. So this is manageable. 5. Look at you, Tina. Allie, you have 100 preferred customers. Okay, if this gives you any indication, I have 1. Okay, but let's not talk anymore about that. The point is, you can tell how I always steer people. But the thing is, starting September 1st, Plexus is going to automatically upgrade your preferred customers to VIP customers. They are going to receive an email that says, go in, check out your new My Account. You've been automatically converted. They are going to ask them to sign terms and conditions. And that way they can actually keep using that account to be able to place one-time orders. If they don't sign it, it's still just going to keep them on that same subscription. But we really do want them to go in and sign it because now they have a referral link. They can earn commissions, all those things. Well, not commissions unless they upgrade. They can earn product credit. Here's what I want you to do. And just kind of hear the way I do this. Think about how you want to say it. I'm terrible because I could have written this up, but I didn't. You're going to go to your preferred customers and you're going to say to them, guess what? Plexus is shaking things up a bit, and you are now being automatically upgraded to a VIP customer. It's a new program that we have. We are no longer doing preferred customers. We're giving you everything that an ambassador used to have. You're getting it for free because you guys know it's a $9.95 membership. They're getting it completely and utterly for free for a whole year. So here's the thing. You're going to say you were paying 15% off. Now you're going to get 25% off. You're going to earn credits for free products. And guys, your preferred customers that upgrade on September 1st, they all will be given access to order a welcome pack. So they will have 30 days to order a welcome pack. They don't order it, fine, that's fine. But be mindful of one thing. If they order the welcome pack, which remind them that is like a super discounted pack. This could be the time that you completely change a perspective of a preferred customer. They might try new products that they've never tried. They might get re-excited about Plexus. This is a brand new experience for them. If they buy a welcome pack, that will trigger a subscription for that welcome pack the next month. So if they already have a subscription and then they order a welcome pack, they now have 2. So just be careful and make sure you're being mindful of letting them make sure they know which subscription they want going forward. You'd hate for them to have 2 subscriptions to go out. Yes, they get perk credits. VIP customers get perk credits, 25% off, access to the welcome pack. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. 25% off the products. So this is, anybody here work your perks report? Anyone ever message people and say, you're going to lose all your credits for quitting on yourself in 3 days? And they're like, quit messaging me. How'd you get my phone number? It's like the worst part of the whole thing. That's not what this is. This is such a good conversation. Some of you have 1 person to message. Some of you have 4. Go to each one and say, I just found something out and it's super good news. I can explain all the details, but here's the gist of it. You're about to be upgraded to our new program. You're going to get 25% off now instead of 15%. You can start showing them welcome pack ideas. We don't have graphics for the new VIP customer welcome packs, but I can assume they'll be very similar. And you can tell them this is brand new. We're going to do this together. But these are really good, exciting, fun conversations that you're going to get to have with them. So that's what we're going to work on for like the next, depending on how long you guys take with each of your people. One of you had 100, so that might take a little while. Lisa had 30. You're going to start messaging each one of them and letting them know what's happening on September 1st. All right, so that's what we're going to do right now. I'll put a little script in the chat of what I would say. Okay, for a couple of you guys that were asking because you got on late, what we're doing is you're going to all of your preferred customers and you are telling them like the best news ever, like this is a good conversation. Guess what? September 1st, Plexus is upgrading you to our new program. We are going to have VIP customer program and you are going to get to have it for free because you've been my loyal preferred customer. And you guys know it's a $9.95 VIP membership, and in a year's time it's $19.95, although I'm hoping they keep it $9.95. So you're letting them know that it's just happening to them, and they're going to be getting 25% off. They're going to get access to a welcome pack. They're going to earn perks credits. What they've been getting from Plexus is going to get better, and it's going to be amazing. So you're letting them know. I put a little verbiage up there in the chat, but don't give them everything. You don't want them to have all the things because it could be like, well, at least my brain, if I see a message that's got all this stuff, I'm like, I really cannot read this. Just fun, quick, conversational, and then there's still more to come. So when you get closer to September 1st, you might say, hey, be on the lookout on the 1st for an email from Plexus. I want to make sure that you get it so that you know to go ahead and create your referral link, because when they get that email, it'll have them go in and it'll say, create your referral link. Welcome to our new VIP customer program. Some people are not going to make that link, especially if they ignore the email or maybe they don't want to even think about referring. But if you do a good job and you share with them, hey, you're going to get a new referral link, and use something that they know, just like a FabFitFun box or just like Grove Collaborative. Use something that they can relate to that doesn't sound freaky scary, and get them to create that referral link. And when they do, ask them to screenshot it and send it to you. Say, when you do it, will you screenshot whatever you created and I'll save it in case you need it in the future or when you need it in the future? Because they're like, My grandma wants to order and I don't know my link. And you're like, oh, Lord Jesus. So if you have it, then you can just quickly get it to them. Okay, so they will not, Carol, they will not be charged. It is a free upgrade on September 1st. So what that means is every preferred customer in all of Plexus on September 1st are going to upgrade to VIP customer for free. But that means September 1st, 2022, they're all going to get their renewals running through. A lot. Think about that. Think about how many people that's going to be. So I know I'm driving you nuts talking so much, but think about this. They buy a welcome pack and then they get that 250 perks. Then their next subscription, they're already earning free product. I want you to think about these preferred customers have been getting basically nothing, nothing. And they're about to get so much. And I honestly believe that that's going to give them such a great feeling about our company and our brand. I can't see that they wouldn't want to refer someone. When you get free stuff, it makes you want to say, I just got this for free. You should try it. It's just this thing that happens. And so we really, if we do a good job as ambassadors, we are going to make sure that they create a referral link. You can even say in a week from now, hey, I forgot to tell you, you're going to get your own referral link. What kind of name do you think you're going to use? Get them thinking. That is actually vision casting. If their name's Karen, say something like, do you think you'll put Karen Plexus, or do you think you'll put Karen's pink drink, or do you think you'll put healthy Karen? I don't know. You just basically vision cast, help them think about that. It's me again. Sorry. I want to answer Tia's question like with my voice. Y'all, your dream in life is to have reasons to message someone. Have you ever had to go back to message someone because you want to follow up, but they still haven't answered you and it's super awkward and you're like, I don't know, how's the weather in Indiana? Like you're just grasping at topics to think of to talk to them. You now have a perfect reason. There's no awkwardness. It's like if they're inactive, who cares? they're still going to be upgraded to VIP customer and they need to know. And if you're excited about it and it's not medicinal sounding and it's not like a librarian Dewey Decimal, it's like, oh my gosh, I just found something out. If you're excited about it, they're excited about it. My grandmother, for some reason, thought Marie Callender made the best cobbler in the freezer section. And the way she talked about it, I thought that it was going to be like heaven had entered earth. Okay. She's like, oh my gosh, Marie Callender. And she would just lose her mind over it. So she made it. I was like, this isn't really that good. But because she thought it was the best thing ever, I believed that too. Is that weird or what? But that's what you're trying to channel. Channel that excitement of, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this. Just be super excited. And if you're like, that's not my personality, then figure out how you feel when you get good news and try to channel that. Like try to get that feeling into your message. Okay, a couple things. That verbiage I gave you, I realized there's a typo. It says this means that you were getting 15% off of your products, but now it should say now. And I put, but not you are getting 25% off. You don't want to, that would be weird. Nobody is being automatically downgraded to preferred customer. So these ambassadors that have been ambassadors that maybe don't even act like ambassadors, they just use the wholesale pricing, they're not being automatically downgraded. So that's something important to know. If you have someone that's a 50 PV or below orderer as an ambassador, maybe you do think about, should I go ahead and ask them to downgrade to VIP customer? Don't do it with the main drive of, well, I want to be getting points. And I know that that's a smart business move, but I'm telling you, the fruit from that way of operating, it never ends out right. You just never end up growing the kind of business that you want because it becomes very much about bottom line, points over people. I just don't do that. But this is what I want you to think of. If they downgrade to VIP customer, they don't lose anything. They gain wonderful things. There's nothing about what you're doing that is taking something away from them for your personal gain. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about the way you're thinking of it. Okay. So you guys know what you're doing with that. I was going to go ahead and talk to you about just doing a post. So on Monday, we did a post that just said, comment whatever you decided, comment your favorite something, comment what you feel about your kids going back to school. You did something and chose one person to get a coffee on you. And that has just been so great for engagement. I would do that every month if I were you. I would think of something to give away a $5 cup of coffee. All you do is send them an email, Starbucks gift card, $5 to get that level of engagement. I don't know what you pay for. Does anyone know what you pay for Facebook promotion, like ad promotion or getting your stuff shown more? I pretty much think it's not $5. I think it's probably more. But my point is, it's such a good investment and it shows you the people that are looking at your post, and comment back on every single comment that you got, every single one. So looking for an idea for something that creates that level of engagement, one of my favorite things to do is have a picture that's on your phone and you write caption this. And it gives people the chance. It's like a very low requirement from somebody. They see it and they get to just comment. You know, you've got the this or that, like, should I do this or should I do that? Or should I wear this or should I wear that? Or how does this make you feel? But you're looking for something, a question that gets somebody engaged. So I'm just going to grab a picture from my phone and I'm going to write caption this and see what people do with it. Okay. You got 6 new followers. Look at you, Tabitha. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to move on. Someone asked if they would you do a caption this picture on Instagram? I mean, it would be worth trying. It's so funny because it seems like Instagram has a different feeling than Facebook does. Like Facebook or Instagram loves anything giveaway. Tag this person and send this 3 times and you could win a Peloton or whatever. People just love that on there. But on Facebook, it's just not the same. But you don't know unless you try, right? So I'm going to share my screen for just a minute. Don't look at my hot mess. I don't know how to take care of a computer. What am I doing? Here we go. So some of you guys might already be amazing at Canva. Some of you have probably never used it. Some of you are somewhere in between. One of the things that helps so much with credibility and also making you feel like people are getting to know you is creating graphics yourself that have your branding on it. So what I want you guys to do is create a set of testimony story slides. So you might find testimonies on your wellness community. I would include yours. Maybe it's some people on your team. Maybe it's sidelines, could be your upline. And when you come to Canva, if you click on templates, one of the first things that it's going to give you the option of is figuring out what you want to make. Do you want to make something for social media? Do you want to make something personal? I've done so much on this, it's ridiculous. So right here, it says Instagram stories. So when I click on that, it's going to show me all of these different templates that I could use to make a story out of. So I'm looking on here and I'm thinking, what would be good for me to do a testimony? So the first one that grabs at me is like this one or this one. So I'm going to just pick that one. So this one looks like it's a live one that has movement to it. So you could always do that. But if I click customize, what I'm going to do is I might grab a picture of me, fill it into that spot, and write things that Plexus has done for Jennifer. And I might write 3 things. Lost 45 pounds, financial freedom for her family, less anxiety. Next picture, I might do my sideline. Next picture might be one of my customers. Next picture might be my upline. I'll make like a series of 4 or 5 slides that are custom to me. If I really, really want to, I could put at the very bottom. A lot of people do this. They'll put at and then the name of their Instagram profile, which I'll do that sometimes with at Jen Leith. If you feel like the live one's a little above your pay grade, there's always other ones that you can use. You can even look up, sometimes I'll even use ones that aren't meant for your stories. Like I'll just go over here because some of them I like better. I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. So it would just not fit in the whole story box. It would just be like a square, but that's okay. Like some of these are super pretty. Like look at that one. There's so many options and it makes you look so much better than you are at graphic design. Like look at this one. How easy would it be to drop a picture there, write a little testimony and make 5 of them, and they're all yours and nobody else has them like that. And you're putting them in your stories about what Plexus could do. Like if you focus just on beauty, you could say beauty testimonies from people I know and love. You could say, this is my friend Tiffany. This is what the collagen has done for her, and have a little blurb and quotes of what she said. I love that the collagen makes me look more alive and I don't have crow's feet. You could do so much with this. I do pay for my Canva, but there's a lot you can do with it for free as well. So this is something I would invest your time and energy into, making 3 to 5 story slides just for you, like the colors you like, the way that you want it to look. And it starts to really, instead of it being copy and paste from someone else, and people can tell that, make it personal. So that's what I would be working on for the rest of this time. Let me know if you have questions. Let me look up the cost really quick. I was totally muted and talking. Sorry. In my opinion, if you're just starting out, I don't think you should pay for the plan. Just get started and see if you like it. You get 250,000 free templates, 100 designs, hundreds of free photos, hundreds of thousands of free photos. So I don't feel like you need to go all crazy. I wanted to have, if you get the upgraded one, it's all of these graphic designers across the country that are sharing their designs, and you just get more stuff, cuter stuff. So I personally paid that. So what is that? 120 for the year. It's $10 a month. So that's what I did. I don't really understand what that means for up to 5 people, but that kind of gives you an idea. Don't go crazy. Just start with the free and you'll make some super cute stuff.
Jen, can I explain one more thing about Canva? Like duplicating multiple slides of the same thing.
Teach me.
So at the bottom of each slide that you are editing, you've got the font color, you've got the font size, all that stuff. If you actually like click on the full frame and then duplicate, you can get 6 of the same picture, 12 of the same picture. Just 1 minute. Yep. And not have to keep going back. It'll be stored in your designs.
Okay, let me try it because I know what you're talking about. I just want to show them because that's a really good point. I'm just going to grab, let me see, what am I going to grab? Social media, stories. Oh, I'm literally just going to grab the first one. Okay. So customize. So I'm on my Canva and this one already gives me multiple pages. So that's probably a bad example. Let me grab one that doesn't do that. I'll just grab, this is one I'm about to start making for the Back to Fitness page. So you're saying, because if you're making multiple that look the same, if you see up here, gosh, whenever I put my Zoom bar, it blocks me from doing stuff. I can add a page like that, or I can duplicate the exact same thing multiple times. You see, I'm just clicking that plus button. So now they're all going to be there and they're all going to be the same, but wait till you make the first one. Is that what you're saying? Tabitha, make the first one exactly how you want it and then duplicate it and you won't have to keep remaking the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, you can duplicate it, or if you want different wordings, then like you did, just duplicate it 6 times and then you have like the same basic outline, but then you put in the pictures you want. And you can just click over the picture and hit delete or replace, and you can just replace it with another uploaded photo as well.
Mm-hmm.
So just go through those prompts at the bottom. It's super
what I
easy
love,
you know.
I love that when you pick a graphic, it's in a certain filter. And so let's say I put my picture here, it applies that look, that filter to my picture. So every picture, have you ever looked at a graphic that has pictures in it and they're all different filters and you're like, it's not working. It makes them all have that same filter, which is really cool. And also, I just want you guys to know, I think Tabitha is like top tier woman of the year. She takes care of all of her kids, keeps her house up, and works her business like a boss. I literally don't know how she does it. I'm serious.
Lots and lots of practice. Trial and error.
That time in my life, I miss my babies being little, but I honestly don't miss that time. That was so hard. Like you'd be in the kitchen and you'd hear this noise and you'd find out your kids are in the toilet playing. You're like, I can't live this way. It's just so hard. She's like, speaking of which.
We had to come home from the park because Dane just bonked his head on the monkey bars and has like the largest knot I've ever seen. So I loaded up all 3 kids because Dean was riding his bike, and then we had the the wagon that I took the younger 2 in. So Dean loaded up in there. So that's what, 30, 60, 80 pounds worth of kid plus the bike. I took a picture because I'm going to share it on social media, like the things you just have to do. And we were walking down the road. So I'm like a pig while I'm listening to the Zoom because I don't want to miss out on what you're saying. And this mom gets out and she's like, Mom of the Year. I was like, I know, my kid got hurt.
Oh my gosh, I was going to say you heard it from me and from her. That's like God's winking at you. Seriously.
So sweet.
If he has a lump and it's out, that's good.
Yeah, it's out. It's
want,
on the back of his head. Yeah.
You don't want to dent in. That's the bad stuff. Hey, buddy. Did you get hurt? What happened?
What did you do?
The monkey bars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Put some ice on it. My daughter hit her head when she was that age on the back, and you know how bad heads bleed, and I had to put a maxi pad on it and take her to the emergency room. It's a big maxi pad. Okay, sorry, we're talking too much. Bye. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up, but if you want to stay on for a second, I don't mind showing you Tia and Tina. You'll have to unmute yourself so you can tell me exactly what you're stuck on so I can explain it better. And again, I mean, I don't usually say bad words, but I have had times when I was doing this that I got angry. So it takes a little while. Let me grab one. Just trying to pick an easy one. Let's do this one. Customize this template. Okay, so Tia or Tina, what was the question you don't understand how to do? Tell me about that.
Everything. No.
Okay.
So I've never done anything like this. I think I tried once and then I got frustrated, so I just didn't do it.
I got you.
And I don't want to do that. I want to be able to learn how to do this and be able to be efficient. Obviously, I know that's going to take time, but like I don't understand how to change out pictures, or I guess is that yellow background the thing that has to stay? Like I just don't understand.
Okay, so we're going to start at the very beginning. So we obviously want pictures of you. So over on the side, you're going to see the word upload. So you're going to click on uploads, and this is where you're going to upload media. Now, if you're doing one of those live ones, did you notice there was like video ones? That's something I've never done before. So that's newer, and I'm just not there yet. So upload media, and it's going to ask you from your phone, from Facebook, where do you want this picture from? So I'm just going to go to my device, and I can pick any picture I want that's on my computer. So that's how you're going to upload photos. And it takes just a second. And I've got all these things uploaded already in mine. So let's say I want to change this picture out. It kind of highlights it in a blue highlighter when you're over the spot you want to change. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm actually, let's just say I want to do this picture. See, and I'm already messing up. So let's start over. I'm going to grab the picture that I want and drag it. That's what I'm going to do over to it. And it replaced it. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did.
It. So it's kind of like and honestly, it's trial and error. Like sometimes like how I just did that, I did it wrong. You just go back. Like see this little arrow right here that has a backwards arrow? Just undo.
Mhm.
It'll let me undo if I do something wrong. So let's say this yellow background, I want to kind of switch it up. Let's see if it'll let me do that. It let me change it completely to solid blue, but it didn't keep the brick. If I'm like, oh, I messed that up, I wish I hadn't done that, it takes me back. If I hate that picture, I can actually come back to my uploads, that brick, and let's say I wanted the background to be this girl. See, I already messed up again. Let's do it again. I want it to be this. See how I just did that?
Oh, that's what okay. Yep.
And then if I want to change font, there's so many options up here. Like I could change it to that or that. What else can I do? I can change the color of the font. And what's cool is, do you see how it says photo colors? It takes what I'm wearing in that picture and grabs the photos or the colors from it. So whatever I do could stay in that same color scheme of what I guess they're using that as my hair color. I don't know. Let's say I don't want this weird thing on here. I could just drag it off. And if I go to elements, I could literally search any, like I'm gonna put arrow. Like maybe I want an arrow in my picture. So I'm like, oh, everybody look at this. And I'm like aiming it at the writing and I have the arrow there or whatever. I could do so much. And if it's not free, like see where it says free, that's what you would get with the free version of Canva. Everything else where it says pro, I've paid to have access to that. Like that arrow right there that I just used was pro, but that was free. That's free. That's free. All right. Tina, did you have another question? I know Tia asked me stuff, but I didn't want to leave you out.
I'm kind of messing around with it, but I'm on my phone.
Okay.
And so maybe that's making a difference with what I'm able to see. So,
okay. So if I'm on my phone, I wish I could share my phone screen. It is a little different.
I did.
Go ahead.
I did figure out how to swap the photo out and stuff. I just think it's going to take me some time and playing with it, but it looks totally more manageable on the computer than on my phone because you can't always see everything.
The phone,
but it's just that I have all my
ideal.
photos on my phone.
Yeah.
What?
You're right. The phone is so finicky and sometimes it freezes and you have to swipe out of Canva and go back. It's not ideal on your phone, although I do it. It's way better on your desktop. But if you could say to yourself, okay, I want to make 5 graphics for next month. And you just sit down, 30 minutes of your work time, make them, you know that they're done. It stores them here. Even if you're halfway through and you're like, I can't finish right now, it stores it in there. You don't have to click save or anything. So it's all there. And then one of my favorite things is I came to Canva. By the way, if anybody wants to hop off, you can hop off. And I made, what did I make? What did I choose? I feel like I
Where does it
chose
store them at?
under your designs. So I don't know if you can see
Okay.
this, but I have like 1.5 million things that I've done. I'm trying to think of where I did. There it is.
So cool.
I came in and what is this? What did they call this? I want to say they called this a flyer. I don't know. There was something, I think this is called a flyer. And I went in and I used a template for a flyer and I made this for the hydrate. So that when I sent the samples out to people, this is what came with it. And here's my favorite part. I ordered it from them. Like I actually went and paid, I think I paid, I want to say $15 for like 50 or 100 copies of this. And it comes on hard cardstock. It's beautiful. They're like super pretty. So you could even have stuff that you make printed on shirts, on banners.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love this.
It's just, you can get into
This
a
is
rabbit
good.
hole.
I'm glad you're making us step out of our comfort zone, and I like that you're saying just, put so much time aside each week and work on this.
Mhm.
And I love that because I don't do that. And I like to create things, but boy, I could take it way higher with this app.
Well, look at behind you on your wall. Like I see kind of like a glimpse of your personality there. And I think that'd be really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's really pretty. I like it. Maybe pinks
Thank
and
you.
gray kind of. Yeah, you can do anything.
Mhm.
And I just decided on green for my Instagram to keep it simple. And Emily Roberts, I'll show you that really quick. She had told me, I'll show you this. To make all my highlight bubbles different shades of the same color. So I had been making things on Canva, like different designs with the words in it. And she's like, no, don't do that. And so then I thought, okay, if I got all
Share
that.
your screen.
Oh,
Share your screen,
fine.
Jennifer.
Thank you. You don't have to be smart to do this. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I forgot I wasn't sharing my screen. Okay, now I got to move the thing. I have to move the bar that has my Zoom stuff on it because it won't let me click on. Okay. Can you see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's like, make every bubble the same color, but different shades of it. So I did that. Like I just chose green. I just liked it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to use that color palette. And I'm kind of now stuck in this niche or however you say that word, but that's okay. And I found all of these quotes that I thought were funny about being a teenage mom. No, that's not how you say it. A mom of teenagers. And I just made them all in that color palette. And at the end or the bottom, do you see where I put @JenLeith? It's not really like I'm not saying I came up with this quote. What I'm really saying is I branded this graphic is how I'm looking at it. But you see how it's all in the same color scheme? So anyways, that's just stuff you can do. I made all those on Canva is my point. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a good day. I didn't mean to keep you so long. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day. I will see you next Monday. We start our Back to Fitness Challenge. So if anybody wants to work out with us, that's going to be really fun. So I hope to see some of you there. You guys have a good day. Bye.